Support WrestleTalk!
Be kind to each other in the comments. Hello and welcome to the Royal Rumble 2021 prediction stream, where it's all about my balls. Look at my balls here. I've got a separate camera on my balls. Hopefully that camera sees it. Wait, what? Get that comment off the screen. One of the many WrestleTalk hosts in the waiting room right now, stop putting up the comment that says I have a small penis scientifically proven. That is a false claim. No scientific experiments have been done yet. Right. So we are here to predict the Royal Rumble 2021 card. We've got the men's Rumble match, the women's Rumble match. Oh my God, Goldberg is challenging again for a championship against Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, and the women's tag titles on the line, Asuka and Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Now, the main match for us at the Royal Jamble is me versus Laurie Blake. But Laurie signed a contract yesterday saying he couldn't do his predictions live on this stream. So I'm just going to take the easy win here. I'm going to invite the WrestleTalk hosts on. We're going to go through their ideas for predictions. I'm going to choose the ones I think are best after their arguments. And then we will draw the numbers for the Royal Jamble. It's all about my balls to decide who's going to fight the champion at the two-night WrestleJamia. And while we do that, let's enjoy a beer. Because this stream is sponsored by beer, Beer 52. Go to beer52.com/WrestleTalk. Listen to this, Foley. For a free case of 8 craft beers, UK viewers only. Let's get juicy. Lovely. So, for the first match, we're going to do the men's Rumble match. I'm going to bring on the guy I've beaten more than anyone for the championship, Lukewarm Luke Owen.
Hello. I'm just going to apologize for whichever one of our team members that kept bringing up that comment that said you have a small pain. I've no idea who did it. I don't know which one of them it was, but I will get to the bottom of it, Mr. Davis.
Yeah, if you could do that, that would be great, because it's scientifically not proven. That's the main thing there. So,
beer52.com/WrestleTalk. Thank you very much.
Men's Royal Rumble match. 30 people involved. We know Edge is going to come out at number 30. Is it number 30?
Is he? I don't know. They're going to announce. No, they're announcing 1, 2, and 30. Yeah, Tempest is giving us the thumbs down. Fact checker Tempest. It's 1, 2, and 30. They're announcing on the bump. No, backstage. They're bringing backstage for one more show, aren't they? And they're announcing it on that. So we don't know who the number 30 is yet.
Well, CM Punk. He said he's going to change the culture all those years ago.
It's about time he actually did it.
Can I put Tempest on the spot and tell us who's in this match?
I'd rather you didn't, but let's take a quick look, because you can go to WrestleTalk.com and check out our Royal Rumble entrant tracker, which I hope has been updated since the last time I looked at it, because a bunch of people have since been added to this match.
The question is, though, did they declare themselves, or did they have to be AJ Styles in order to get into the match?
Well, see, that is the big difference. So if you ask Adam Pearce on Twitter, he will say that only people that management have deemed worthy of declaring for the Royal Rumble are actually able to do it. But the list of men's competitors in the Royal Rumble as of right now is Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Otis, The Miz, Cesaro, Jey Uso, Jeff Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, John Morrison, Sheamus, Big E, Mustafa Ali, and Edge.
How many people's that?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people of the 30.
Now, of all of those names, all of those names, to be quite transparent, I'm picking Daniel Bryan here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm nowhere near as confident as I was a couple of months ago when all those reports were they're saving him for the big dog because he was going to have that TLC match with Reigns. It got pushed back. Now it seems to have been pushed back again. They're not going to do Rock versus Roman, I don't think. Goldberg versus Roman was the other plan. But I don't know. Like, apparently they don't have any real plans for Mania. But I do like the idea of Miz also winning the Rumble. So what he can do, Luke, what he can do is cash in the Money in the Bank for the first night of WrestleMania, and then also main event the second night of WrestleMania too with the Rumble win.
So, I mean, this ties into the WrestleVote tweet that went out yesterday that said that there is like a dark timeline plan, like in the works, that was like a nightmare vision. Do you want to hear what my prediction is for that nightmare vision?
Would love to.
Alexa Bliss wins the men's Rumble.
No.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, she's going to be entrant number 30, and she's going to eliminate Randy Orton.
Oh my God, but not win the whole thing.
And win the thing, yeah, totally.
No.
She's going to win the men's Royal Rumble.
Have you got any idea? Because there's a lot of things at play, particularly around Randy Orton, because you've got Randy Orton, you've got The Fiend might come back, you've got Lady Fiend with Bliss, Edge is coming back. It seems like a lot of Orton's past might come up to haunt him.
Well, I mean, like, Orton feels like the only guy on Raw that's got a cat and house chance of winning apart from AJ Styles. But even then, I don't feel like AJ's got a massive amount of like main event momentum behind him, beating Drew Gulak. But I do think that Randy Orton is like, he is Raw's main event at the moment.
Which makes me think it's a SmackDown guy winning. So who are you going to go for, Luke?
Oh man, I mean, I also had Bryan like as a winner for it. Big E's another one, like, because I feel like I think it's going to be a SmackDown woman, I should say, winning. But then there's also going to be a SmackDown lad winning it as well, a lad down. I know part of me wants to think it's Orton, and then Fiend beats Drew at Elimination Chamber, and then it's Fiend versus Wyatt at Fiend versus Orton at WrestleMania over the title.
Oh my God. If there was a way to make it worse than the WrestleMania 33 match, this would be how you do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just putting it out there into the universe as potential ideas that we could go with.
Tempest, who are you going with?
See, I agree with a lot of what has just been said about, Raw and SmackDown winners and such like that. And Daniel Bryan has been the favorite betting odds wise to win this match for a long time, since like the end of December. I think that's going to change. And after his promo on Raw, I think Edge might win it. I think Edge could come in. They're trying to get a bump in nostalgic lapsed fan interaction. That was reported by Fightful Select, so go and check that out. And it would give them a Raw winner. And maybe you can postpone this Edge and Randy Orton feud until after WrestleMania. Have Edge win the title from either Drew or Roman. I think he fits into both of those matches very well. And I don't know. After that promo, I think it was so good that they might change their minds.
Yeah, spear versus spear, Roman versus Edge. Like, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense. And that's why, like, when I first thought about the Alexa Bliss thing this morning, because like WWE, they're craving for attention because they need to try something different while they haven't got fans around. So having a woman win the men's Rumble is the sort of thing to be like, hey guys, check it out, eh? Look at Twitter and stuff.
Check out how many people hate what we've done. Okay, thank you for your counsel. I'm going to take you away. Thank you, Tempest. Go screw yourself, lukewarm Luke Owen. I'm going to stick with Daniel Bryan there, I've decided, with a sort of healthy dose of most probably Brock Lesnar. He's probably going to return and win. The darkest timeline. Okay, for our SmackDown Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, I'm bringing down the SmackDown team. It's Randy Andy Datson and Chopper Pete Quinnell.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Yes, we are the resident experts on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. That's what we do. The most consistently listened to WrestleTalk podcast audio version.
It's not anymore, Pete. I was listening to.
No. It's one of those titles. It's like Mark Henry being called the world's strongest man. It never goes away. He just always is now. And we are always the most consistently listened to podcast. That's just what happens now.
Apparently we're like 4th now. I was listening to the Raw podcast earlier.
No, doesn't happen. Anyway, Universal Championship, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens. I mean, you'd like to think it would be Kevin Owens. This is the third try of getting it. But it is going to be Roman, though, isn't it? Because Roman's got all the momentum. He's got all the storylines. He's going to have a long title reign. They're going to have big Mania plans for him. If they want these big Mania matches, Roman's going to be included in at least one of them because he's Roman. He's the biggest star, full-time star that they've actually got right now. So I think it would be a misstep for Owens to win this match.
Yes, I agree. I can see them doing a double down because it's the last man standing. I could easily see them doing neither man could answer the 10 count. But if I had to pick a winner, a single winner, then I cannot look past Roman Reigns. I think he has to be in the main event of one of the nights of WrestleMania. He is the best thing in WWE at the moment, as far as I'm concerned. And as much as I love Kevin Owens, I can't see him putting Roman down for 10. I think that would be very damaging to, not very damaging, but quite damaging to the head of the table character, given that it's only been around for 6 months or so.
You're both the SmackDown experts. You watch it week in, week out. You review it every Saturday on the WrestleTalk podcast. But you are also second to bottom, Andy Datson, of our Wrestle League. Who's the top there?
Name.
Mr. Davis is the correct answer. So this is Wrestle League, folks. This is you'll see there, I'm way at the front with a 1-point lead. And then we've got these numbers after them, 6th, 7th, 9th, 10th, 13th. What do they mean? Well, that's because we're competing against all of our fans over on Patreon. So go over to WrestleTalk's Patreon page, sign up to take part in Wrestle League, because a new season, the most important season of the year, the Road to WrestleMania season, begins at Royal Rumble. It lasts all the way through to WrestleMania. Every wrestling pay-per-view, Impact, AEW, WWE, it's cumulative predictions. There I am, making like the top. Is that the top 15, Andy?
Yeah. You are. Well, I mean, because you're obviously it's joint. So lots of people have the same score. But yeah, you're joint 6th. Alex Wilde is doing very well out on top. I would I'd be impressed if Rob or Jonathan could catch him. I think Jonathan's actually won it before, so he's a consistent winner. Our legend's often at the top as well. So we've got some people who are at the top. In fact, all of these people, apart from you, often find themselves at the top. So this is unprecedented.
Yeah.
One thing a lot of people have been asking for is to be able to see previous predictions. And we have now implemented that. So you can now go back and look at what you've predicted, which saves you from going, wow, I got 5 points. I have no idea what I predicted, but I know I got 5 points. But you can now go back and check. So that's a nice little thing we've added there.
You and Tempest can go back and see how badly you've done.
Yeah, exactly. There are currently 6 points on offer at the Royal Rumble, and I am 3 points behind second to last.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take a lot for me to not be donning my pimp outfit again, and probably hopefully not doing holla holla.
I'm just going to jump in there and clarify for viewers. That's because the loser has to do a music video punishment, not because they have to resort to a life of prostituting out other people. Pete is going to do his punishment next week, the Mr. Ass song. Before you go, we've had this hyper chat in from Michael Dominguez. Get all your hyper chats into wrestletalk.com/support. We'll read out every single one of them before the end of the show. Hey, my bad idea of Goldberg and Lesnar winning made the news. I don't know if I'm happy about predicting the news or terribly sad about the news. And Tempest, can we get stats when the guy with Mum and Waldo's shirt started front row in it? Who do I think cameos? Mine is Marty Scurll. I don't think Marty Scurll will be showing up. But about the Goldberg-Lesnar thing, the reason I'm going for Roman after your expert insight, all of those reasons. Plus, everyone thinks if Lesnar returns, wins the Rumble, he'll go and face Goldberg, who beat Drew for the WWE Championship. What if he cashes in on Roman? We get Brock Roman with Paul Heyman in a shark cage.
Oh, and then they can sell shark cages. It's a perfect idea, that.
Yeah.
But
Look
also,
at the long-term storytelling.
Yep, think of the long-term storytelling. So next up, we have Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. And for that, I'm bringing in Adam Blompier and Louis Dangor.
Oh, sorry, I was just reading The New Scientist. Apparently there's something in it about your peen, Ollie.
Again, I don't know where this is coming from. The scientists haven't got back to me. It hasn't been peer-reviewed, that study.
Peen reviewed.
It hasn't. Get that graphic off, please.
I heard Pete told them, in fairness. Is that what it says in the magazine, Adam?
You will respect the Jam That Champion. Tell me why
Unnamed,
Drew McIntyre
unnamed
is gonna
sources,
be
apparently, is what it says in the magazine. Multiple unnamed sources.
That's what Pete goes.
frustration backstage. Okay, Adam, who's
Goldberg.
your pick? Drew versus-
Goldberg.
What?
Yeah, of course it is. Goldberg's going to win. Drew will get it back at WrestleMania, but no, Goldberg will win because there's no fans there to boo it. Drew will get it back in front of the only fans they've had for a year. Yeah, Goldberg's going to win it. Of course he is.
No. Listen, lockdown's been hard, but it's not been that hard. I haven't completely lost it. And
I think Money in the Bank.
I think
the world we live in.
The fact WWE brought up on Raw that Goldberg always returns and beats, like the fact Drew brought that up, he beat Kevin Owens and he beat The Fiend. I think it's going to be lucky number, like third time lucky for the WWE stars, and Drew McIntyre is going to win it. I think because please, like, just I want to put the positive energy out in the world, and I just hope it happens.
No, the universe doesn't care about your positive energy, Louis, I'm afraid. No, Goldberg's going to win the WWE title, which he's never done before, so it is unprecedented. Fresh, if anything.
Who does Goldberg...
McIntyre does deserve it because he was disrespectful to the legends.
He was so disrespectful to the legends.
So rude.
Who does Goldberg go on to face post-Rumble then? You think he stays in this feud with Drew?
I don't think we'll see him again until WrestleMania.
Who does he face at WrestleMania?
Drew.
No. No.
So, Louis, you're saying Drew. Adam, you're saying Goldberg.
Yeah.
Let's look at those Wrestle League standings. Louis and Adam have the exact same amount of points.
I just like to let you guys know I'm going to cheat for the Royal Rumble.
Because
I'm going to ask people, and I will cheat.
Let's see what Nate S says here. Darkest timeline. Goldberg beats Drew. Cena wins the Rumble. Cena beats Goldberg for the record title. Got to push those young up-and-comers.
So if Brian wins the Rumble, I genuinely think Cena versus Drew at WrestleMania isn't the worst thing, especially if Drew goes over. I think that could be quite cool. But no, I think that WWE really likes Drew. I hope so anyway, because he's great. And I think that he's going to retain here.
Well, they probably liked him before he started disrespecting all those legends. Backstage,
he was disrespectful to the legends, in fact. Like, he did Hulk Hogan's catchphrase with him backstage. It can't get more disrespectful than that, really, can it?
Bastard. I don't want it to happen, to be clear. I don't want this. No one wants this. We are going to get it, though.
There is precedent. He beat The Fiend. He beat Kevin Owens.
Do you remember?
That time of year.
Do you remember when he beat The Fiend? And he beat Kevin Owens as well.
In my head, him beating The Fiend was like 3-4 years ago. It was last year.
It was less than a year ago. It was less than a year ago. I remember sitting here, pretty much, well, not sitting here exactly, but going on Twitter and saying the exact same things that I'm saying now. They can't do it. They really like The Fiend. There's no way that Goldberg is going to beat them. The fans, the plans are more than Goldberg, and I was proved wrong. So listen, I've said Drew McIntyre, but I could easily sit here on Sunday night and be like, should have seen that one coming, shouldn't I? Really,
Goldberg has aged like a fine Bovril. He is a winter chicken, and he deserves at least one WWE title.
Oh, yep. Okay, so that's all I need from Adam there for the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Drew. There's a scarily compelling case for Goldberg. That was a lot closer than I thought it would be, but I'm sticking with McIntyre. For Asuka and Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, it's a Raw feud. So I'm going to bring on my Raw co-host Luke, and let's get a bit of Andy.
Yeah. Well, I do love women.
I love the work rate of Nia Jax.
I do.
And they were on SmackDown, like, last week. The tag champs were on SmackDown, so it is like a dual. It makes sense for it to be me and Andy. This is like a dual brand thing.
Yeah, and I love it when Nia Jax comes out and tells people to stop whining about her hurting people. That makes me respect her.
So, who? Let's go for you, Luke. Asuka and Charlotte Flair. I think this match depends on which Rumble goes first, because if I can see it where Asuka and Charlotte Flair lose the belts, but then Charlotte wins the Rumble. So it feels like Charlotte never lost. But if you can only tell that story if the Rumble comes on second, unless whatever Charlotte winning the Rumble breeds friction in the tag title later, and Charlotte screws Asuka in some kind of way.
Well, I mean. So the other thing as well was that they were telling a story before Flair and Asuka won the belts, which was Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, which is a story that they are still telling. It's just not over the belts anymore. So there is every chance that they just take the belts off of Charlotte and Asuka, because it's not like they're doing anything with them, and then just carrying on with the storyline that they were telling with Baszler and Jax, Rose and the other one, Brooke.
The other one.
See, now Asuka was not pinned, but like there was a visual 3 count on SmackDown.
That happens a lot with Asuka. That happened on Raw as well.
I know, exactly.
For SmackDown, Andy, don't come in here big boying it with your ratings, and only you get to see Asuka get mistreated. That's universal. That's Interbrand.
The Riot Squad pinned Asuka. Obviously, wasn't counted because the ref didn't see it. But that makes me think that there's every chance that Asuka's going to get properly pinned in this match. I have predicted Baszler and Jax because it doesn't matter. But also, I just think that could be a terrible way of setting up the feud between Charlotte and Asuka. And while I've gone for Bianca Belair for the Women's Rumble, I do think I think it's actually more likely that Charlotte's going to win that anyway and then go on to face Asuka. But also, Charlotte doesn't need to win the Rumble to challenge Asuka at all.
And they could actually spin that match out of them losing the tag titles on this show. And they can do that at Elimination Chamber. Because I do think that Asuka is going to be part of the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal this year. She's not going to be in a title picture.
Yeah, I can definitely see Asuka dropping the title at the next opportunity. Because it's the first time Charlotte's been able to challenge for it. And then, like you've predicted previously, Alexa versus Charlotte at Mania. So either way, I think Jax and Baszler are winning here, because honestly, who cares at this point?
I mean, I came into this thinking it was going to be Flair and Asuka retaining, but actually, I think Andy makes quite a compelling point that it doesn't matter. And I think there's more stories to be woven out of Flair and Asuka losing than them keeping the belts. Like, they're not even a tag team. Like, they're not helping each other out. So you may as well just take it. They were given the belts because Flair came back, right? Now Flair's back. She doesn't need it. And she's going to get a much bigger thing. She's probably going to get a big WrestleMania program. So you may as well just take the straps off of her.
Intergender match with Ric Flair, by the looks of things.
Yeah, she may well face Lacey Evans ahead of. She may well face Lacey Evans at Fastlane or something.
Dude, I actually could well see them doing that match. Charlotte and a mystery partner versus Ric Flair and Lacey Evans at WrestleMania.
Or just Charlotte versus Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans' dad, what's he doing?
Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade's a great shout. Yeah.
Andrade and Charlotte versus Ric Flair and Lacey Evans. I'm going to go. You haven't changed my mind because you're saying the same thing I was thinking going into this. Jackson Baszler win it. That breeds friction between Asuka and Charlotte Flair to the title going to Flair.
I liked Luke going, Andy had the compelling point that it doesn't matter. That's a good sentence.
I was thinking of logically doesn't actually matter. While you're here, before we get on to the final match, which is the Women's Rumble, let me just go through some super chats or hyper chats. Get them all into WrestleTalk.com/support. Azo Smith, WWE has never done a scenario where two people are in the end with one person to go, and the two people in the ring eliminate each other before the last person comes out, and they be declared the winner by default. Could that be done with you guys' Bliss idea? I don't think that's something Brian Alvarez has been pitching for about a decade. I don't think they do it with Bliss because they'd want Bliss to eliminate Randy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if you're going to have Bliss win the Rumble, and we're talking about this like it might actually happen, but if in this sort of dark scenario where Alexa Bliss does win the Men's Rumble, I think you have to do it by eliminating Randy Orton. Like, that's what the story asks for.
I can. Sorry, no, I was going to say I could see them doing like someone thinks they've won, or like the 30 comes out and then no one comes out, and then someone eliminates the 29th person, and then she's like, "Yeah, I won," and then suddenly the blip, and then Alexa appears in her swing.
In the private chat, Louis and Pete have pointed out that spot does work for Lana.
Lana is. We'll get on to the women's match shortly. Cree Finch, my UC? I don't know what that means. What do you guys?
Chat.
What do you guys think about Jimmy Uso returning at the Rumble and costing Roman, resulting in a match at the next pay-per-view where Jimmy and Kevin Owens take on Roman and Jay, but Jimmy turns on KO after a month of torment from his family?
I don't think that makes sense at all right now. It's too soon to have Jimmy and Jay turn on Roman. I think Roman could do with a Jimmy though. That would be make him look even cooler. So I don't think it's time for that. It'll be KO loses here, and then we'll have two mini filler feuds. I'm still hoping for Big E at Mania.
Well, thank you very much, chaps. Let me get rid of you.
You're welcome.
We've got one more from here, actually. Bacon Rasher. Hi, everyone. Goldberg beats McIntyre. Ali wins the Rumble with help from Retribution. Cena shows up at Mania to help Ali win and joins Retribution. On a serious note, I see Apollo helping Reigns and joining with Jay and Jimmy as the third Uso. Jam that jam. Very good. Bacon Rasher. Nate S. Remember when Charlotte and Asuka were best friends when Flair returned? That lasted a hot second. And Lee Sutton, any thoughts on Jay White? Also, I think The Fiend will win the Rumble, enters as Alexa, transforms into The Fiend and wins. So he wins the Women's Rumble? Wouldn't put it past WWE. Adam is clapping that.
That would be amazing.
Go away, Adam. Any thoughts on Jay White? He's going to be with New Japan for a long time. Because he's already being advertised for future shows. So he's not going to turn up in this Rumble. So the Women's Rumble match, let's have Tempest back in and Pete.
Hello.
Hi, Chopper.
Hi.
Who have you got for the Women's Rumble match, Pete? And Tempest, you can find out all the people confirmed.
So I know that everyone will be calling me Mr. Pessimistic because that's what I do. And you know what? They're absolutely right because Charlotte's winning.
Mm.
She's gonna, it's exactly what you said earlier. They're going to lose the match with her and Asuka. Maybe Asuka accidentally costs her, or she's the one that gets pinned or something. Charlotte's annoyed, and then she wins the Rumble. And then she's like, I'm going to challenge you at WrestleMania, Asuka. They don't need to give her the Rumble win, but it's Charlotte. So, yeah. It's Charlotte, innit?
I think a lot of it...
Tempest.
Yes, I will run down the people that we have in the match confirmed. As of right now, the confirmed entrants are Bayley, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss, Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Tamina. So not as many as the men's Rumble for sure. I believe there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people confirmed for the Women's Royal Rumble. And whereas with with the men's Rumble, I can see a number of like potential winners here, and going completely different directions, whether it's Daniel Bryan, Big E, Edge, whatever. I don't really feel the same way with the women's side. Like, you could have Charlotte Flair win, and I think a lot of that depends on what they do with the men's Rumble. Because if they make a decision that is just going to piss off the internet and do something really crazy, I don't think they're going to have Charlotte win and piss off the audience with both Rumbles. I think that might be a little bit too much. But again, I don't necessarily think they're going to actually go with the crazy, scared to death men's Rumble finish. So I will also be saying Charlotte Flair.
Both saying Charlotte Flair.
I really want Bianca Belair to win. I just don't think she's going to. I think they're going to be like, we gave her the Iron Woman spot. Why aren't you guys happy? Mm-hmm. Even though that's not what we wanted.
I feel the same way, because I would really love to see Bayley win and face Sasha Banks at WrestleMania again and kind of really wrap up their storyline, put it forward a little bit longer. But again, it's like, it's WWE and it's Charlotte Flair. You know they love her. They've shown time and time again that they love her just through and through. And betting against them pushing Charlotte Flair just seems poor.
Adam is requesting he come in here. So let's see what he's got to say.
So this Rumble is happening without WWE fans. Do you know who hates WWE fans? Ronda Rousey. It's the only way they could lure her back. There are no fans.
Her contract reportedly expires after this year's WrestleMania. So if they want her to have a match, there were reports back in November that Vince wanted Becky and Ronda in the match.
Or, Ronda
versus Ronda.
Ronda versus Charlotte, or Ronda versus Asuka. Like, of all the matches I want to see WrestleMania weekend, I want to see Ronda versus Asuka the most. Like, genuinely, I think Ronda's brilliant.
Yeah.
But it'll be Ronda versus Charlotte because it's Charlotte. Remember when it was supposed to be Ronda versus someone else and they went, no, Charlotte. Let's have her instead.
That would still be all right, though, wouldn't it, Pete? Because Ronda's great.
Not really.
So Charlotte.
How much do you believe this, Adam? In your actual predictions, are you going to put down Ronda Rousey?
She's under contract with the company. I don't really believe it, but like it could happen. It's not like it's more likely to happen than The Rock coming back.
Well, thank you, everybody. I'm going to remove you all, and I am going to stick with my gut. It's the Omni Flair for me. And that feeds into whatever championship shenanigans happens in the women's tag. Now, that is the end of the predictions. Those are all the pre-announced matches. We'll probably get some Mustafa Ali match. A Retribution match on the pre-show because Ali's in the actual Rumble. Keep on getting in your hyper chats. But now, let's get everyone back in because it is the first annual Royal Rumble match. And there's two of them. Lukewarm Luke Owen. Randy.
Hello.
Andy Datson. Don't say hello. Tempest. Chopper Pete. Louis Dangor. And Adam the Blompier. They are all competing for my balls. You see those balls down there in the left? So what's going to happen, folks? We'll get to your hyper chats in a bit. So keep on getting those into WrestleTalk.com/support. On this Sunday stream, I'm going to draw numbers now. And for each of the two matches, the men's and the women's, the people's numbers will relate to whoever that person is coming out at that time. So if Luke got the number 1 number, that means for both the men and women's Rumbles, he will have the number 1 spot. If number 1 then goes on to win it, he will get to face the champion for the championship at WrestleJamia. Now, the numbers are a bit skew-if. So we've got some extra ratings. I'm going to pick Luke's first. He gets 5 picks because he gets 1 extra for being a champion in the past.
Yes. It's very
Talk
exciting.
you can talk as I do these.
I'm genuinely very excited. I think this is going to be a chaotic stream because the other thing that we haven't mentioned about the Royal Jamble is that, yeah, sure, I may have number one, but if number one gets eliminated, I am also then eliminated from the stream until my next number comes up. So it is going to be a chaotic scenario, and I am super excited for it. Do you want to give me the numbers as they come?
Here they go. Now I'm going to give all of them.
Oh man, I've got to write these down as you say them.
I know.
Oh, what?
Well, we worked it out. Otherwise, we'll be here for 15 minutes going through numbers. Okay, you have number 21.
Oh, that's a good number.
Solid.
Going to try and put these on the screen. Number 29.
Solid.
Oh, that's a great number.
Jesus, you're in the late stage, number 20.
I'm not in the first half of this stream then.
Well, 14.
Oh, my birthday.
That's where Shinsuke Nakamura won from, I think. It's 14.
And another lucky one, I believe, 23.
Oh my God, Luke.
Man,
Hello.
The final 10 places. Crikey.
This is rigged.
This is worked out quite nicely for me. Who's next?
Next up, we are going to do Pete. He also has 5 picks because he's in the All Authority and he knows what's what.
Exactly. I'm actually nervous, like legitimately.
Oh, no.
Oh, what have you done?
My balls are shooting out everywhere.
Get a hold of your balls, mate.
Let me...
We're live. We're live on YouTube.
It's hard when they're so small.
I've got a... It's not science.
No one said science. You said science.
I've made a little barrier. Okay. 5. They come out so fast.
Tempest, have you got facts that you could give us about numbers?
I have plenty, actually, now that you mention it.
Give me a fact. Give me a fact about number 10.
About number 10, well, first of all, number 10 is surrounded by 2 numbers that have never won before. Number 9 and number 11 have both never won the Royal Rumble, whereas number 10 was on that list until just 2 years ago when Seth Rollins won it from the number 10 spot.
That's actually very impressive.
It's like Michael Cole.
I've got Pete's balls in my hands.
Let's go.
What I'd like to hear. What we got?
We have number 15.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
We also have number 18.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
It's like opening a Pokemon booster pack. You just don't know what you're going to get.
This is much more nerve-wracking.
Number 13.
Ooh.
I thought you said 30. I thought you said 30. And I got quite excited.
Not come up yet. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, that's right. Number, I believe it's 9. I looked at these earlier. It's not got a little dot on.
This isn't going well. Really?
You're going to be in the middle of the stream.
Yeah. It's all
And-
chopper.
Yeah, that's your story, mate. You're in at number 17 as well.
9, 13, 15, 17, 18. God, it's all me.
I
Have
bet
you
you'll be
shuffled
eliminated. Have you seen what I'm doing? It shuffles as it goes.
Shuffling ball.
He's been playing with his balls all afternoon to make sure they're shuffled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing with them right now. Andy.
Yes.
Andy also gets 5 picks because he is the current Quizzlemania champion. Tempest,
Sorry,
this could have
Tempest.
been yours.
Boo. I wish I was Quizzlemania champion.
Shouldn't have lost their mate.
Stupid.
Fucking Raven.
Stupid Adam and hating trivia.
Watch some ECW.
Come on, mate.
WWECW doesn't count as ECW.
No, you're right. It doesn't. So watch proper ECW.
Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious me.
All right.
I really like you, Tempest, but I've never screamed, dude, it's Raven so much.
Yes, you have. Every night. It's Raven!
Raven!
Okay.
I feel some
Okay.
single digits coming in here. I'd like 12. That's my lucky number.
Well, you're starting off good. It's 19.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
but you do have the dot. It's 6.
Okay, that's fine. I can take that.
Oh, another lowdown number. Number 11.
Oh, Randy.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's never won, apparently.
And, this is a good one, though. Number 26.
Oh yes, like that.
nice.
I feel like that's never won either.
And
that is correct.
That is definitely leveled out by the lowest number so far, I believe, number 3.
Yeah, there he is. The Bubba Ray Dudley spot.
Technically, like the second guy, really, to come out.
Yeah, still got 1 and
You
2.
could
I don't
say
mind.
You could say the Bubba Ray Dudley spot. You could also say the AJ Styles spot if you wanted to.
No, it's the Bubba Ray Dudley spot. That's how everyone remembers it.
Yeah.
No, it's the Ric Flair spot when he won it from number 3.
It's the Eric Rowan spot from last year.
I know it as the Eric Rowan spot, yeah. Okay, so now we're down to the people with no advantage. They all get 4 picks. Adam's up first.
Yep. You want me on the stream as little as possible.
Adam, what numbers do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah.
Based on rumors, 1 or 2 would probably be good. And then I'll just take 27, 28, and 30, if that's all right.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Give me a little bit in the middle of the Rumble just to chill out, you know?
What's your favorite number?
My favorite number is 7, I think.
It's available.
Basic.
Right?
Okay, your first number. It's number 10.
Oh, boo. I
That'll be
want
Ty
that
Dillinger.
number.
That'll be Ty Dillinger if you ask me.
Then, quite spread out. I'm getting a phone call now.
I was about to say, who's got their phone on?
Well, it's me, because this is my phone, the second camera. You've got number 16.
Thank you.
Who is
Thank you
that?
for my 16.
16. No, I have not had an accident recently. Number
Scientist calling back.
22. With the results,
Yeah.
it is. You've got the world's smallest peen.
Damn, you beat me.
Number 22 there. And finally, for Adam Blombier,
All right.
He's got 1.
number 1.
Do this.
I mean, it's
Hey.
good to have to draw out as number 1, really, isn't it? Like, if he's there at the start of the stream. Like, that
Don't
means
call
people
him
might-
the
people
drawer
might
as
watch-
Iron Man spot. I've got it. Let's do this.
They're so
am
evenly
heartbroken.
spaced out.
Yeah, you're going to be like you're a consistent one because you probably had the Iron Man at number 1, so you might just be there the whole time.
Okay, now we've got Louis Nugget. But
Okay.
is he going to strike gold here?
I hope so.
With 4 picks, remember.
Yep. My birthday's on the 27th, so I'd quite like 27. And that is the winningest number, I believe.
Statistically, it's the most winning.
It's the most likely. Yep.
But no one's won it for 20 years, apparently.
20 Hall of Fame inductees have won it from that number.
Did Michael Cole just pop on the stream?
I'm trying to grow a cool soul patch. so I
Did
can
you know
look just like
that? Did you know that 2 people have won it from the number 1 spot, and one of them is Shawn Michaels?
Are you
The
ready?
Warlord held the record for 30 billion years as the shortest elimination.
Are you ready, Louis?
No. Yes. Go on.
Number 12.
12.
I'll take that.
Oh, I'll swap.
You've still got a load of really high numbers to go yet.
Number 24.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
one of them.
Strong.
Good job, Nugs.
Is it number 2?
Number 28.
Oh,
Okay.
ooh, the Goldberg
nugs.
spot.
Golden Nugget.
And
Can't see it.
number 4.
Oh.
It's again nice and evenly spread out.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say it's quite evenly spread out. I've got the chance of having one of the early ones or maybe a late surprise. So I will take that. I think that's pretty positive.
And finally, we've got Tempest's picks. 4 numbers as well.
I mean, the
Pascal
last
Alex-
half of this is pretty much already gone. So it's
You've
early
either got
numbers.
really early or really late.
Yep. Give me some good balls there, Ollie.
I
Come
like
on,
your color
Tempest.
scheme, Luke.
You and me, number 1 and 2. That's what the people want.
Have
Yeah,
you
we
ever heard of copy and paste?
Are you reading the comments, Louis? It's funny. It's much more fun to type. It's funner to type.
Yeah.
It's more visually appealing if I type it out. This is it's a visual medium.
My favorite was, is copy and paste not a function in the UK?
We lost it in Brexit. Okay, Louis, are you ready for your numbers?
I've already got.
These are my numbers.
Are you also ready for? Let me finish. Are you also ready for your numbers, Tempest?
I am ready for my numbers, Mr. Davis.
Lucky number 7.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Lucky number 8.
Oh my.
Okay.
Lucky number 25.
Oh my god.
Okay.
One more.
And number 27.
Oh, the cursed number. Oh. Well, that does not fill me with confidence, I will say. Number 27, despite being the most winningest number of all time with 4 different winners, has not won the Royal Rumble in 20 years since Steve Austin won it in 2001.
Maybe it's coming back.
One of
Just
these
like
days.
Good Legends. Bring it back.
You'll probably notice there's a few spots unaccounted for there. And I'll just say, you've got to keep some balls in your front pocket, haven't you? You've got to keep those balls there.
That is where they go. I have heard that. Remove
the spreadsheet, and let's finish off with some hyper chats. Last call for the hyper chats.
Wait. Who's starting the Rumble with me? Who's starting the Jamble with me?
It's what you wanted, Adam. You're all on your own.
Wasn't it that when Dolph Ziggler comes out and then Chris Jericho's number 2? We'll get Jericho.
Get Jericho.
We'll all sing Fozzy. So these hyper chats. Zach Robinson. Afternoon, guys. Looking forward to the Jamble and to see Adam headline Wrestle Jambia for the title. Question. Did you ever get a reply to the email you sent during the Christmas special? Wonder what they made of that masterpiece. Hashtag longitudinal, dude.
Longitudinal, dude. We did get a reply. They no-sold it. They were just happy to get a reply. They were like, cool, can we talk about let's set up a meeting.
Star Train 24. There are segments of the population that are tired of random picks. So they will now allow you to send them picks for a fee and they'll rate you. Hashtag Peen reviewed. Probably some joke about my peen.
It's OnlyFans.
SMB. Hey guys, got a feeling Orton enters the Rumble at 1 when the lights go out and he's teleported Cena style to the Funhouse for a Firefly Funhouse match. It ends and the Rumble continues. Also, I hope Belair wins the Women's Rumble, throwing Charlotte out last.
I did think today when I was, because there was a report that they're going to have a gimmick match at the Rumble. I did think for a moment, what if they break the Rumble up and have in the middle of the Rumble match a Firefly Funhouse match? Maybe Orton's in the ring alone, then the Fiend comes down, and then they have a Firefly Funhouse match, and then the Rumble resumes. It's an awful idea, but they'll do it.
Nugget, I have come to this
an hour and a
stream.
half?
Nugget, I've come to this stream with the worst ideas possible, and I think that is the worst one.
Exactly. But that's why they'll do it, because it's bad.
Bacon Rasher. Mr. Davis, have you put that can of Beer 52 there to create your juicy balls on purpose? Also, if you could assist any current underutilized WWE talent to win the Rumble, who would you help? And which one male wrestler would you like to eliminate? Luke, very quickly.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to the question. What was it?
Who would you...
Just no sell the Ultra Chat.
Sorry,
in thousands of people.
I'm very sorry.
Rich
Rich was sending me a private message. Who would I help to win?
Who would you help win the Men's Rumble, and who would you like to eliminate?
I'd like to eliminate The Miz and help Keith Lee win.
Andy.
I would like to eliminate... Christ. No, not him.
Jesus Christ.
I would like to eliminate Baron Corbin and help Chad Gable win.
Tempest.
I would also like to eliminate The Miz, and I would have Cesaro win.
Blompier.
I would like to eliminate Dolph Ziggler, and I would like Big E to win.
Louis.
I would like to eliminate. I'd like Ryback to come back and eliminate him in a second. And I'd like Goldberg to help Goldberg win to watch the world physically burn.
You're the worst.
In the
It's
Rumble
like University Challenge at the start.
and Pete.
Goldberg's entering the Rumble, so I'd like to eliminate Goldberg, and I would like to help Big E win.
I'm gonna eliminate Miz, help Cesaro. And yes, Bacon Masher. This is delicious beer. Beer52.com/WrestleTalk. UK viewers, click the link below. You get a free case of 8 craft beers. Justin McLucky, Charlotte is going to win, which is terrible, but Charlotte, LOL. If Edge wins the Rumble, then Goldberg is clearly winning also Battle of the Spears. It's also Randy can beat Goldberg at Fastlane. To set up Randy versus Edge for the title at WrestleMania.
Could happen.
That was the plan for a long time, yeah. Homestar Fan 13. I want to see Alexa Bliss win the Women's Rumble and face Asuka at WrestleMania. I think a proper feud between the two would be great, especially if Asuka brings back her old gimmick from Japan.
Why do you
I know
think that WWE cares about Asuka? I don't know where this idea has come from.
To be honest, Louis, I think.
Go on.
Sorry, mate. I was going to say a more surprising thing is people really think the WWE are going to bring Kana into WWE.
Do you think WWE knows what Kana is? No.
Yeah, that's my point.
If Alexa Bliss is in it, it will be Charlotte will beat Asuka for the title because they do love to put the title on Charlotte Flair like a week before Mania, 2 weeks before Mania, and then she'll beat Asuka. She'll beat Alexa Bliss at Mania and beat Lady Fiend. And it'll be what they wanted to do with Roman Reigns, and they have like, our babyface that no one really likes will defeat the Fiend or the Lady Fiend. It'll be that.
Azzo Smith, this stream was fantastic. So much fun. However, you guys missed a match. They announced Carmella versus Banks on SmackDown for the title at the Rumble.
So
they did.
We had this debate in the WrestleTalk editors chat because it's not been announced, but WWE said if Sasha Banks beat Reginald that the match was announced, but they've not announced it or confirmed it yet. So we are confused about whether this match is happening or not.
I'll go round really quickly.
It's not on WWE.com.
Yeah,
They've definitely been talking about it on SmackDown as if the match is happening at the Rumble. So
okay,
Cool.
Very quickly, one-word answers for who will win. Banks, Luke,
Thanks.
Andy,
Sasha Banks.
Tempest,
Thanks.
bingo ball thing. Banks, Adam,
It's boss time.
Louis,
Banks.
Pete.
Banks.
That's a clean sweep. And finally, for now, Sadie Lady 59. Hello, beautiful boys. Blonde PA. Are we getting a return of Fort Awesome? I can't wait for the live stream, boys. Also, Ollie, I heard on Fightful Select that you have a teeny weeny pee.
Man, Sean's getting all the scoops at the moment.
That is Fightful Direct.
Hashtag everything is Fakador. Well, you know,
Oh, that got
you
me.
can say what you want about my peen, but this Sunday it's all about my balls. And I'm going to retain this championship, guys, because Laurie didn't show up for the predictions. How can he win a predictions battle?
Oliver, I applaud you. Clever trick having me sign this contract, meaning I can't appear on the prediction stream to give my predictions for the Jamble this Sunday. Can't appear live anyway, because one thing you forgot to put in this contract, which I have ruined, and that's part of it, ruined my washer-dryer instructions, which is great because all my spare masks are stuck in there. But one thing I did notice in this contract, he said I couldn't appear live on the prediction show to give my predictions. There was nothing about me leaving a message for you, for someone on the inside. An inside man, maybe, to play. So, let's consult the portents. Let's consult the spooky imagery and see who our Fakador predicts for the Rumble.
Spooky. Nuggets. I'm getting. Oh, look at that. Oh, spooky.
So just to recap, in case you missed it amongst all the maggots there, that's Daniel Bryan, Bianca Belair, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Asuka and Flair.
See you on Sunday.
Ah!
Jesus.
Oh,
That was spooky.
That was really spooky.
God,
I don't like bugs.
spooky.
Spooky's the
Can't
word that comes to
trick him.
mind.
Who's the inside?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
ooh, yeah, ooh.
So
Spooky.
Hang on,
Well, WrestleMania 33.
so there's an inside man.
Who's the inside man, guys?
What are we looking at me for? Ooh.
But stop
more
being spooky. Stop it being spooky, fake door. I don't know where he is, but he's not getting this, the Jam That Championship. Tune in this Sunday. 2 Jambles, 8 competitors, me versus El Fakador, and I'm going to win. That's a spoiler. Hope to see you there. Jam That Jam.